This is your 5-minute rantra for I Surrender. Here we go. So, here I am on a mission to minimize the fight and struggle in my life. I want to increase the level of peace I feel every single day and trust that if I can practice this daily, this act will support me in becoming trusting of my life journey. I know that trust equals peace, joy, acceptance, and flow. I'm accepting that my journey involves making choices when I don't know the answer and when I can't predict how things will turn out. I'm going to trust my experience of the past and acknowledge that life is not linear, even though I may have insisted in the past that it is. I'm going to notice that often the smallest of decisions or choices I've made have taken my life in a completely new direction, and I'm going to trust that those decisions were appropriate for me, and if they involved pain or challenge and difficulty, that was also important. Those choices bring me to where I am today and who I am today, and I accept myself fully in this moment. I'm going to stop trying to make sense out of life. I'm going to stop demanding the logic and the answers. I'm just going to let go, to trust, to act, to wait and see. I'm going to stop asking questions over and over again, since I've realized that all this questioning is diminishing my trust of the journey. I'm going to trust that there is order where I'm perceiving chaos. I'm going to assume that every opportunity has value, and I'm going to choose whether I want to engage with it based on that assumption. Even more, I'm going to trust that everything has a purpose. I'm going to trust that I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, and it's valuable for me to be here, where I am, and do whatever I do. It's up to me whether or not I choose to see the value. It's my choice. And I am responsible for the way in which I conduct my mind, my thoughts, my emotions, and my reactions. I create and I influence, and it's reflected in the way I respond to life itself. I'm going to trust that at some point long ago, I made commitments that I promised to keep. I'm going to assume that my life is an equal balance of destiny and choice. I'm going to trust in the paradox that is life itself and source energy. And empowered with this trust, I'm going to act on whatever falls in my path, while trusting that anything falling in somebody else's path has nothing to do with me. That is their journey, and I'm not going to distract myself from the path by sticking my nose where it does not belong. My job is to attend to the tasks that seem to come into my life and the ones I feel as if I'm sent into. I'm going to accept all the tasks that ask me to use my unique gifts and talents, even if I can't see the reason why. I'm going to accept my missions and tasks, and I'm going to value them as part of my journey. And I know that sometimes I'm going to be sent into my illusions. Sometimes I will find myself in a test to support me in appreciating my awareness of myself and of life itself. I may discover that what I thought was power or had power simply doesn't, or perhaps vice versa. And all this experience is supporting me in elevating my consciousness and increasing the light inside me. Along this path, I'm going to pay attention to what I'm giving my power to, and whether that serves me in lightening my life experience. I'm going to notice where I feel pulled strongly and where I feel out of control of my psyche, and I'm going to stare it in the face and try to identify what lesson I'm learning here. I'm going to focus my attention inside and stop looking for others to guide my journey when I know that I am programmed to fulfill my purpose of moving towards what feels light, joyful, peaceful, and expansive. From birth, I have been programmed to pull together the fragments of my being and reunite them with my whole self, and just knowing this feels empowering. And most of all, I'm going to stop disempowering myself by pretending that I need to know what's coming next in order to feel empowered and safe. I trust that I'm in the most appropriate place for me to fulfill my purpose, bring my gifts and talents to the forefront, and fulfill my life commitments to being my whole self. This is my morning rantra, and I commit to surrender to this life experience.